let's goldfish the guild. So the guild is all about hiding cards, and this team specifically I think is very good for goldfishing, which to me means just playing the deck kind of out without any real interaction with your opponent. At certain points we'll say that our opponent did X or Y or Z or whatever, and we'll kind of react to that, but we'll kind of just make it up as we go, and we're just really just trying to get a feel of how everything plays together without stopping. Basically it's all go go go, and this will give us a really good idea of what cards need help, what cards are too good, what cards feel really nice, and maybe what cards need some attention or even abilities for some heroes and some other cards. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna play some hands. I'll probably play until we have a few life left or stamina left, and maybe if we recycle our deck somewhere in there, always when we'll stop and say we'll get a good idea of what the heck is going on with these guild guys. So I have Felicity, Lee, and Nishay today. They are very, very aggressive. Felicity can power guys up. Lee can use his weapon often and hide cards very specifically, while Nishay can consume and tear down defenses for the opponent. So mostly cards that are more interactive with our opponent will be a little bit harder to get a feeling for the goldfishing for that, but we're gonna do our best. So I've set up the game, I've shuffled the decks, I've put the armor deck off to the side. So let's start with Felicity. I think she's got the largest hand size for us, and maybe can prepare some potions for the others. We're gonna draw 6 in hand for her hand size. We're gonna take 1 because let's say we go first. Nice, a 3 into our tenacity, and then I'm gonna get 5 cards off the top for our life. I'm gonna put all that right here over to the side just so we don't get confused with anything else. Okay, well, Felicity has some really good abilities. She can hide cards to find potions, and I want to find potions really, really badly because I can play them for free. And I see that I have From Up High, which says if I hide 2 or more cards, I can play it for free, which is super good. I see some really strong enhancements here. Ooh, I got a lot I need to do. I see From Shadows, this costs too much, so I'll be using this for something else. I see hiding a weapon if I want to do that, but I don't want to use my brewer's kit yet, or not hiding a weapon, but readying a weapon. She doesn't have any, and I don't really want to get it out yet. I don't think it's necessary for her to do that yet. She's more of a late game, and ammo up. So these, let's see, taking a look through our hands, we see that we have 3 cards that we're going to use to pay for stuff in some way, shape, or form. We're definitely going to play From Up High, and it looks like that we have maybe 1 card that we can get off here. So because we are going to use From Up High, it might be good to get reposition out first. However, Hexblood just feels so good to draw an extra card whenever we consume something, and we haven't played anything yet. And we're going to assume our opponent is going to play weapons on their turn as well from their armory deck, or items from their armory deck. So when a card is consumed, Hexblood says I get to draw a card. And so this seems like the most important thing to get out. So let's go ahead and use Felicity's ability, and I'm going to put 2 cards down below. I'm going to put From Shadows and Ammo Up. These ones maybe seem the most important at the end of the game, and also putting a 3 on the bottom is really good for Nishay's ability later. And I want to keep Sharpened Weapon for now because I don't think I'll have a use for it. So hide 2, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, then play each potion revealed this way. So we have Strength Potion and Steel Potion. Very good. Then hide the rest. We've got 2 right here, really premium cards. I'm going to put the Into Shadows on top because I want to see that more recently than the other one. Even if it's just by a card, that could make the difference. Next, okay, so that's Felicity's ability. Great, I've hidden 2 cards. So now I'm going to, I could actually play both of these instead of From Up High, but that seems like it's not necessary. It seems like I really want to put some aggression on my opponent to get rid of anything in their tenacity. And this goes into mine. It's a 3. I mean, I can't not, right? I can't not play this. It's not a choice, basically. It's putting a 3 into my tenacity and dealing 4 damage is good. So let's play From Up High, deal 4 damage to our opponent for free, because we hid 2 cards this turn. And then I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to spend 1, and I'm going to play Hexblood. And I'm not going to play her weapon. I don't think I want to do that yet. I'm going to keep this in hand. I'm going to keep this in hand. I'm going to rest Felicity, and I'm going to then play Lee, I think. Lee. Let's get him set up and prepared, and with this Hexblood, we'll be able to we'll be able to do some really good stuff with an extra card in our hand. And if our opponent attacks us, we'll just take the life, or take the stamina. I think that would be really nice. This card, however, let's assume I don't know what these are right off the top of my deck because I accidentally looked at them, but this is Sharpened Weapon. Do I want to keep this in hand? And I think the answer is yes. I think I want to, because I'm gonna grab my weapon, and I don't think I want anything else specifically yet besides another reposition or Hexblood. So let's draw. Oh my goodness, yikes! That's really good. Okay. So our opponent's gonna go. Let's say they attack us. Sure, we'll take the hit. It's another Sharpened Weapon, of course. And then after that, they might swing again, and when they swing again, we'll go ahead and parry. And let's just assume that's what they did. Okay, so it goes back to our turn, and we really want to get Lee's weapon out ASAP. So I'm gonna get rid of From Shadows. It's quite a hefty price, and I'm not gonna have it for Nishay, or at least I'm not planning to keep it. And then I'm going to attach Lee's weapon to him, Feather Knives. I've consumed a card, so Hexblood will trigger, and I can exhaust it to draw a card. So that was basically free. That's very, very, very good. That's really good. I've got Reposition. I feel like that's the next thing I want to play. I've got 2 of these Sharpened Weapons. I've got a Potions Galore, which is not good yet. So I'm going to spend that first because it costs too much, and it's not good yet in this part of the game to play a Reposition. This Reposition will say every time I hide a card, I get to ready my weapon. Awesome. And then... so I have this From Up High, however, I don't think I'm going to play it just because I can play something else, and I can keep this for later. But it just doesn't make sense not to, right? The bottom card of my deck is currently a tricky card, and Sharpened Weapon says if the bottom card of my deck is a card that shares a class with my active hero or a neutral card, I get to prepare my weapon, but that's just not happening right now. So for the Feather Knives, I have to use the Feather Knives and swing for 1, basically nothing, because it deals only 1 damage. Then I can attack with Lee for 3. No, because I want to hide weapons, hide for this, right? What's the best way to do this? I think we have to give up kind of 2 damage up front. So let's see, I'm sure there's a better way to do this if I thought maybe a few more seconds about it, but I'm going to swing with the knives, and I'm gonna swing with the knives. 1. Okay, great. Then I'm going to hide 2 cards, and I could hide like this. I'm gonna hide like this, actually. Seems crazy, but I think this is good. Discard. Fudge. Oh, I'm gonna hide like this. How about this? I'm gonna hide like this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna hide 2 cards for Lee's ability, and then I'm going to ready each of my weapons. Reposition activates, and everything deals +1 damage now, okay? So I'm going to swing with the Feather Knives, and they're gonna deal 3 damage. 1 for its base damage, 1 for the reposition, and 1 because another attack happened before that. Actually, if I attack with Lee, is it better? Yes, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna swing with Lee for 4 because of the reposition. So I'm gonna swing with 4. No, because I set it up this way. Okay, here it is. Here's the goldfishing. Here's how we figure out how to see these situations later. Okay, I'm gonna use the Feather Knives for 3 damage. Okay, then I'm going to swing with Lee, and I'm gonna then activate, hold on. I'm gonna activate the Strength Potion, which says discard the bottom card of your deck, which I already know what that is. Wait, hold on, back up. I was right the first time. I forgot what I did on the bottom. I'm gonna sharpen my weapon. I'm gonna discard the bottom, and it does match me. It does match my class. So I'm gonna ready my weapon. Use my weapon again, and I'm gonna swing for 4 now because of the reposition, because of there were 3 other attacks before this, or 2 other attacks before this, and because of its base 1 damage. Okay, great. Then I'm gonna activate the Strength Potion. I'm gonna discard the bottom card of my deck, which is what we put there, which is the From Up High. Discard this, or consume this, excuse me. And then Lee gets +3 attack from Up High, +1 from the reposition because we hid 2 cards this turn. And he's gonna attack for a whopping 7? Dang. And then he's gonna hit in, and then life is good. Okay, we made it. And I think that's the big point of this, is that there are situations like this where you can do very strong things, you just have to know how to get to them. Great, perfect. Thank you, Lee. This says I have to bury some cards, so I'm gonna bury 3 cards because I made 3 attacks with it, so. for the cost of this, because this set I had to bury, which is discard the top card of your deck. So I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna bring out Nishay, and then Nishay's only gonna draw 3, but she's drew some fine ones, no defense cards, so she's kind of playing off of here right now. And then I'm going to have the opponent go, and we're gonna say that we know what the bottom card is, which is, I think, Soul Drain. So I'm gonna activate the Steel Potion when our opponent attacks us to discard the bottom, which is Soul Drain, and this will give us +2 armor for the rest of their turn. And we're gonna assume that that is basically enough to not like take a ton of damage, and we'll just take 1 hit from there. Nice, a luck potion, cool. She's got 4 in hand, and you love to get a lot of cards with Nishay in hand. Great. So we skipped over Nishay's ability, but Nishay would have basically allowed us to consume a 2-cost or less card from our opponent's tenacity. But she's, like I said, she's more interactive, so we don't get to see that so much. We have a Hexblood, we have a Reposition. Actually, the Hexblood is very relevant because we would have been able to draw. So never mind. So we would have a 5-card hand size. Oh my gosh, Nishay, relax. This is insane. This is too much for a tricky hero. I still have the Bewitching Cloak over here ready for her, and I think I want to start doing that, because that'll activate my Reposition pretty nicely. I love the Luck Potion. This will give us 2 cards that we put on the bottom whenever we want to. And we have more potions, and Tell Me a Secret. So let's see. What's the bottom of our deck? We should know it, right? It is actually a, if we remember properly, it's a Into the Shadows, which is a 2-cost. And it's something else entirely. What is that? What is that? What is that? It's something else. Is it low? I think it's high, actually. I think it's one of our From Up Highs or something like that. Oh, it's From the Shadows. It's a big one. I remember it's a big one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something unorthodox. I'm going to play, instead of Soul Drain and Rain of Potions, I'm going to play the Luck Potion. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fine. Then I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to play a Steel Potion for later. And I'm going to, this doesn't allow us to play the Bewitching Cloak. And it's probably 100% that we want to do that, but I'm not going to rewind anymore, I think. I think that's okay. I'm going to swing with Nishay for 4. I think this is a subpar turn. I can feel it's a subpar turn. How about that? I know it can be better. I'm going to swing with Nishay for 4. It's just 4 damage. They can block it, fine, no problem. We've set up with these. The Luck Potion is going to be very strong. It's going to be a 2 and a 3 off the bottom, which we could pull in if we wanted to, but we can hide more cards better, if that makes sense. Like, we can use the cards that we hide for Lee's ability or Felicity's ability, so I think I want to wait for that. So I'm going to keep this subpar turn, even though I don't like it. I'm going to keep that, ready everything, and then I'm going to put out Felicity. Yeah, that could have been a lot better, for sure. How many cards do we have left? Exactly 6. Nice. All right, 6. Yeah, it was exactly what we thought it was. Into Shadows and From Shadows. Wow, 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 wow. Great, we have an insane turn coming up, which will be really good. So, like, basically what it'll allow us to do is that we'll be able to use our Luck Potion to look for potions, and then we'll be able to grab whatever we put back into our tenacity, so it's like we just put it there instead. So, our opponent's going to take a turn, and I'm going to say that we are going to just take, we're going to take 2 hits. We're going to take 1 hit and 2 hits from our opponent here. And we're going to assume that's all they can do. I'm sure they can do more, but I'm assuming that's all they're going to do. We have an insane hand here. So the first thing we're going to do, when it comes back to our turn, is we are going to, we could have used a Steel Potion during their turn to Hexblood to draw a card, but I didn't want to recycle, because that would have taken a life anyway. A little bit awkward there. The Brewer's Kit now is quite strong. We currently have 2 enhancements that are consumed, which makes the Brewing Cloak quite good. We can also use the Brewing Cloak to do some other cool things. So let's do that. Let's get the cloak out. I'm going to get rid of Ammo Up. No, I'm going to get rid of Deflect. Or, no, even better. Nope, I don't have an enhancement, never mind. I'm going to consume that, and I'm going to grab the Brewer's Kit. The Brewer's Kit, because I've consumed a card, I'm going to use Hexblood, and I'm going to shuffle. Oh, I'm going to go to 0 here. That's a little scary. I think I probably should have defended on that last turn then. Okay, we're going to do that for the Hexblood, draw. And then we're going to take our Stamina, which is another Luck Potion. Holy Lord. Holy Lord. This turn, it could be absolutely disgusting, I think, if played right. Like, absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna use Felicity's ability to start it off. I'm gonna hide Soul Drain and From Shadows. I'm gonna look at the top 4, and we're gonna find a potion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strength potion. Good. These are gonna be hidden. I'm gonna hide both of these to the bottom. Good for us. Then I'm going to Luck Potion, and I'm gonna take the 2 bottom cards of my deck, and I'm gonna put them into my Tenacity face up. Disgusting. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Then I'm going to, there's a 2 on the bottom. I don't think there's anything else I can do about that. I've hidden cards for reposition, so how much more damage can I do? I think a lot more damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure I can do some pretty silly stuff. So I'm gonna swing with Felicity for 1, and then my Brewer's Kit says that I get +1 for each here. And actually, let's do this. I'm gonna go Felicity. I'm gonna activate the Strength Potion, and I'm going to discard the bottom card of my deck, which is a 2. Oh, it's a 1. I should have put a 2 there. Whoops. I should have put a 2 there. I don't think there's another way to hide anything at the moment, though. No, it's fine. Okay, should have been a 2 there, but I did it too quickly. Use the Strength Potion. Consume it, because it's a potion. Get +1 attack for this, for the turn. Whoa, that's really good. Attack for 1, 2 for the Luck Potion, or the Strength Potion, 3 for reposition, and then there are 4 consumed potions for the Brewer's Kit. So 8? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, +4 is 7. Hit for 7. What the heck? That's disgusting. Activate the Brewer's Kit. Consume 1 enhancement you control. I'm gonna consume the Steel Potion to prepare to ready Felicity. There's 1 more now, so I'm gonna attack for 8. Then I'm gonna play, oh, watch this. Oh no. I'm gonna spend 1. I'm gonna spend a defense card from my hand. I'm gonna play Ammo Up. It says your opponent chooses ready your active hero or ready your weapon. We're gonna ready the weapon if we are our opponent. We're gonna put this into our Tenacity. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna make an ultimate attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. We're gonna do an 8 damage ultimate attack. Boom. Then we're gonna activate the Brewer's Kit, and we're gonna consume this Hex Blood because we've already used it. And then we're gonna ready Felicity again, and we're gonna attack for 1, 2 for the Strength Potion, 3 for the reposition, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Swing for 9. Then we're going to spend 1, play Ammo Up again, flip the Brewer's Kit. No, we're not gonna do it this time. We're gonna be smart like the opponent, because that didn't work last time. We're gonna flip Felicity, which is disgusting. Hit for, what is it, 9 again. Then we can spend 2, play the Luck Potion. I guess we could have done this earlier for even more damage. And we're gonna use the Luck Potion to consume it, to put the bottom 2 cards of our deck into our Tenacity face up. And now we've got beautiful defenses. Oh my god, what a turn. Felicity, relax. That was incredible. That was really because we also took a few extra stamina cards that turn, which allowed us to do some insane stuff. I have no cards in my hand. Our deck is already nearly out from just her starting her turn. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Wow. Wow. Holy Lord, that was incredible. That was like everything that this is every potion, right? This is every potion made it to be, no, Hexblood. Nearly every potion. 1 more Strength Potion and that would have been it. Wow, that was cool. I shouldn't be this surprised. I made this. I put the words on the cards. But that was really, really, really strong. That was like game-endingly strong. Was it too strong? A good question. I don't know. Was it too strong? Probably. Why was it too strong? That's the more important thing to talk about. And it was too strong because of the amount of cards that we drew from our stamina. Our opponent gave us a ton. The Luck Potions gave us... We had a bad turn, that's right. We had a really bad turn with Nishay that I think others could have done a lot more damage with. But because we set up the potions, that really gave us an incredible turn with Felicity, which, I mean, I've done it before. So I knew that situation was kind of worth it. But the fact that we got some really strong rips off the top and we got double ammo up here to be able to prepare either of these, which ammo up is really fun in specifically with Felicity and Lee, because it kind of puts the opponent into like this weird checkmate situation where, like, in reality, your opponent choosing to ready a weapon or hero shouldn't be that big of a deal. But with these two, because their weapons are so good with their kits, you're basically forced to take like a giant hit no matter what. And this one cost choose effect now becomes this really scary, like, oh no, oh no moment. Which was really, really, really good. And I really like that. So Nishay normally can shine quite well by pulling down defenses, but I think that because we ignored her, we were able to get like really, really strong turns otherwise. Now, the real question is after we go on, how good or bad did we set ourselves up? And the answer is, we're gonna take some hits. With a 3 and a 2 and potentially nothing else, right? If we look at our next draws, we have no defense cards. We're probably gonna lose next turn. Our opponent could have also had a lot of defense cards, could have had some really good rips from stamina, could have had some great tenacity cards. So not to say that we had a checkmate there, but I think we were in a really good position to put so much pressure on the opponent that they kind of lost most of their groove going in. So that was awesome. I haven't had a turn like that in a hot minute with Felicity. Normally it's a little more tamer, but that was great. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. And just letting me have fun. Wherever you are in the world, have a great day, night, morning, weekends, whatever it is, wherever it is. And I will hope to see you in whatever the next video is. So, see ya.